Hello everyone. Today I'll be reviewing the Vegan Solutions video, 4 Weird Reasons I Don't Like Eating at Restaurants. Here we go.
Hi my friends, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to address why I don't particularly like to eat out at restaurants and why I don't eat at restaurants and shops regularly. So a lot of people who are outsiders would probably look at this and think, oh, maybe she has an eating disorder, she has an unhealthy relationship with food, or she's just not comfortable eating.
Eating disorder, an unhealthy relationship with food. Okay, you said it, not me. I wouldn't have thought that someone had an eating disorder or an unhealthy relationship with food just because they didn't like going out to a restaurant. That came from you. I think that was a Freudian slip.
Out at restaurants for some weird reason. So today I really wanted to address that reason. I should say reasons. So several years ago, my hubby and I had actually made the conscious decision that we did not want to eat out at
And what's up with her eyes? They're all wide and super intense, and not in a good way.
restaurants. And I have quite a few reasons to why that is. But I didn't want to just give you the reasons, I also wanted to give you my pros and cons about eating out at restaurants. I wouldn't say that I never eat out at restaurants or shops or purchase foods from different types of shops or restaurants on the go, because I do occasionally, and we do occasionally. I would say maybe it's once or twice.
Okay, her eyes are starting to scare me. She is wound up tighter than a drum. I can feel her anxiety through the screen.
Twice a year, but for the most part, I love to be able to pack up my own meals, take them with me, bring them with me wherever I'm going, to someone's house, family member or friend, or take foods with me if I'm on the go. Sometimes I do that if I leave the house for the afternoon, I don't know when I'll be back, I bring foods with me, my foods. And if I want to enjoy foods and the pleasure of foods with a friend or family member, instead of going out to restaurants, my husband and I, invite them here. We invite them here, we make a home-cooked nutritious meal. And
You mean a home-cooked deficient meal, since it's vegan?
it's just really nice that way to connect with the food, but do so in a very wholesome, natural way. The reason I'll focus on myself in this video. The reason why I do not particularly like to go out to restaurants, number one, is being that it can be very expensive. So this is a con. However, the pro to that would that be, if I do choose to go out to a restaurant, I would 100% want to go out to a super amazing vegan, mostly organic, local type, small business owned restaurant or shop. And I would love to do that because I would be supporting their business and I would be supporting that type of food or those meals or those.
Okay, this reason I can agree with. It can be expensive to go out to eat, but mostly, in my opinion, it's a complete waste of money to eat out. I'd rather take that money and put it in my savings account and save up for something big that I've been wanting.
Recipes from that restaurant. And I think it's wonderful to be able to support that type of small business, that type of food, and really invest in that to put your dollar towards as a vote. So you're voting to say, look I really love what you're doing for the community. I really love that you're pushing more fruits, vegetables, wholesome, nutritious.
Is she okay? Seriously, is she okay? Her energy and the way she's talking and moving is just very strange.
Vegan, organic foods. So that's really great. But I prefer to buy my foods, my fresh foods, at the local farmers market or local super centers or super shops, and I can get super wholesome fresh produce, fruits and vegetables from those places, and then I can build it myself. So I find that that is a whole lot cheaper than going to restaurants and purchasing that. So it's nice to go to restaurants occasionally and be able to do that and support local businesses and the organic and the vegan products, but it's a whole lot cheaper. It's much nicer on your wallet to be buying things from the superstore, the farmer's market, the grocery stores, and building it yourself at home. Reason number two, con for me of going out to restaurants, another reason I don't like going out to restaurants is because of their portion sizes. Now, if you've noticed my What I Ate Today videos and my food pics on Instagram, you will see that I love big portions, and to satisfy my energy and nutrient needs for my body, I do need to eat a large volume of food. And to go out to these restaurants, you purchase and you pay $10 or $15 or $20 for a plate, whatever that may be. That plate is very, very tiny, and I would need to buy several of those plates or bowls to satisfy my hunger and my appetite.
What is that telling you? Your body is starving for some real nutrition, and your leptin hormone isn't triggered until you've eaten like a massive amount of food? And she's saying it like it's cute and something to be proud of. You're filling up your gut with undigestible fiber, and that's why you feel full. It's not true satiety. I never have this issue. I get quite full easily because I eat nutrient-dense animal foods. A piece of ribeye steak with butter and a side of asparagus with salt and butter will fill me up. Plus, it will leave me full for hours.
And that's just not sustainable. That's a bit ridiculous. So that's why the odd time when my husband and I had gone out to restaurants or shops, whether it be to meet a friend or family member or something we had to do in that moment in time, we always chose, and we still will choose to this day, buffets. They are definitely a lot more appropriate for our portion sizes and my portion size and the amount of food that I need to fuel my body appropriately. So reason number
She's really intense about this topic. Wow.
Number three is why I don't like to eat out at restaurants, even if it's a super beautiful, organic, natural, local food restaurant. We don't know what kind of cleanliness they're practicing, what kind of water they're serving or cooking in. So this would be something that's it's not the end of the world if you're not getting fresh, clean water, or if they haven't cleaned as well, but it really does bother me. It grosses me out. So if I can help it, I would choose not to go out at restaurants, particularly because we don't know their cleanliness practices. We don't know, if it's not a fully vegan restaurant, they could be cross-contaminating. And again, as I said about the water situation.
She sounds paranoid. She even realizes it because she straight out says, it's not something that's the end of the world. Exactly. It's not the end of the world. She knows she's being excessive. She doesn't want to eat out because of germs, is basically what she's saying. It's not going to kill her to come in contact with some germs. In fact, it will help strengthen her immune system. She is a germaphobe, for real.
Typically, a super high filtered system or distilled water is best to get out all of fluoride and all of the other gunk and crap. Some restaurants, I've even found out that certain types of organic or vegan restaurants do just serve you tap water, and it's full of chemicals.
Okay, just bring your own water bottle everywhere. It's not that hard. Then you won't have to worry about it.
Full of fluoride and all sorts. So you really don't want to be putting that in your body unless you really cannot help it. So the fourth and final reason why I don't like to eat.
Her nerves are shot. That's what it is. That's why her eyes look like she's tweaking. The lack of fat in her diet is not coating her nerves. It's not coating the myelin sheaths that surround her nerves. So her nerves are all exposed. She needs to eat some bacon. If you ever feel irritable or anxious, eat a pack of bacon. Seriously. The high fat will make you feel calm.
Eat at restaurants. The fourth con I have for you today is that it's usually a very busy and non-private place to enjoy your foods. So I love being in a cozy, comfortable little environment, and especially because particularly my dinner meal every single day is eaten with my husband, and that's like our date night. Every single night we have our meals together, our dinner meals. And we are able to sit down together, talk about our day, what's happened, just really relax and wind and really connect on that one-to-one basis. And I find that's very wonderful to keep a really good, healthy relationship with your partner. And we love that. So, I mean, there have been the odd time where we've gone out to restaurants and we have done that, but you don't get that true connection. There's a lot of noise, a lot of music, people talking, laughing, and it's very busy, chaotic. There's things going on here and there, and I just feel like being able to make sure the majority of your meals or the majority of your time you're eating, you are sitting down and being mindful with yourself and your food, and also too with your partner or maybe your best friend. It's really healthy to be able to do that and have that connection with your foods, and thank the earth, thank your partner, thank whatever it is that you feel is appropriate in that moment in time. And I feel going out to restaurants kind of takes away from that. So like I said, it's okay occasionally, but it's just not ideal to be doing regularly.
I think it's just her. I relax just fine at restaurants, and I'm able to be mindful and present with my food. You can practice mindfulness everywhere, not just at home. In fact, that's the whole point, to be mindful everywhere. But her issue is that her nervousness won't let her relax. That's what it is right there.
So a couple other pros I did wanted to mention before I end this video is that if you are going out to restaurants or shops, like I said, choosing local, organic, small businesses, possibly completely vegan restaurants would be really awesome because you're really supporting them. If you're able to do that, you have the flexibility. So if you have those particular restaurants or shops or stores available to you, if you did not pre-pack or prep any type of meals or recipes to bring along with you when you were going out somewhere, it's really great to have those shops available to say, look at, oh, you know, I have a somewhat healthy, nutritious vegan option there if I need it. The third pro to eating out at restaurants is obviously the no mess and no cleanup. So yeah, when we're making things in the kitchen, we're making things at home, going through all the meal prep, all of the preparation of the recipes, it can be quite messy. It can be a bit chaotic in the kitchen. So you wouldn't have to deal with that going out to restaurants. You go there, you pay for your food, you enjoy it, and you leave, you go home, and you can relax and unwind. But to me personally, I am a clean freak. I love organizing and tidying. And
There it is. She's a clean freak, aka a control freak. She has control issues. I noticed this right away. I don't know her personally, but this is what my intuition is telling me about her. Not only that, she's easy to read. She doesn't realize how much she reveals about herself with the things she says.
And so making a little bit of a mess in the kitchen is really easy for me and enjoyable actually to clean. So I do like that. However, I am one to put things away as I'm using them so that I don't actually have a buildup of cleanup to do when I'm done the preparations. I love to do that approach. I've done that since I was a child. That's just...
She's very passionate about this. There's a lot of things in life to be passionate about, and she's passionate about cleaning up after herself.
Something weird that I have going on inside of me. I have this really obsessive need to actually clean as I'm going, and I find I do highly recommend that for others as well, because that can lessen the burden of the big mess that would pile up by the ending. So those are my top reasons, my top 4 reasons as to why I don't particularly enjoy or like going out to eat out at restaurants or shops, or buy food at restaurants or shops, whatever places that may be. And I just really genuinely love prepping my own foods, making my own wholesome, nutritious foods, enjoying them in the comfort of my home with my hubby, having that connection. And I do say that I'm not completely against going out and eating food and buying food at restaurants and shops, especially if they're vegan, especially if
Calm down, honey. It's gonna be okay.
they're super nutritious and wholesome, and you're supporting a small business. I think that's wonderful. If you were curious about that, if you were one of the people who were asking me, I hope this video explained it to you. I hope maybe you found some inspiration
Who would be asking her about this? Seriously.
yourself, or some tips And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button there if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more. If you're new here to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out when I post, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye-bye, Psycho. I'm glad to be done with your stress. Okay, she's obsessed with cleanliness, and it shows up in her diet as well. A whole foods plant-based diet is super cleansing. Plants should be eaten in a diet along with animal products. That way you get the nourishment from the animal foods and the cleansing from the plants. The anti-nutrients in the vegetables will block your absorption of important minerals. And if that's all you eat, you will become deficient. Also, as Goda says, there are over 15 nutrients that you can't get from a vegan diet. She's really given this some thought. She is so passionate about why she doesn't like going out to eat that she made an entire video about it. Okay. My analysis of her is that she's a perfectionist, control freak who needs to relax and let go of the wheel sometimes. It's not good for you to always be in control all the time. Just let go. Bask in that freedom. Enjoy the release. Liberate yourself. Alright friends, that's all. That's it for the video. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.